Yeah, guess what? Let's start the show, eh? This is multi-streamed. Stream starting. Started, but still loading up my dashboards here. Since there are 5 of them, 5 of the stream destinations. In a few moments, I'll be fully giving you not my attention, but share my here learning path. Day 8 part 2, learning game development in Godot game engine. This is a good moment also to make sure streams are healthy, working fine, audio in order. Is that effect? Eh? Be live? Are you okay? 3 viewers? Be live? Thanks for stopping by. I'll be with you in a moment. So I noticed the live, when the stream is on, I can pop out the chat, but in the dashboard, go live, I can grab the pop out the, it says pop out chat, but it's activity feed. I have everything up except for the, what's the only thing? Oh, YouTube. YouTube, hit F5, refresh. So it shows the most recent live session. Come on. There you go. Come around, don't be shy, loading. And again I got the wrong title in the stream on YouTube. Pop out that chat. Oh, I can see myself on Twitch. I got the kick playing for live monitoring. And right out of blue, I'm the only guy watching myself on D-Live. Let's say other places. Stream info, kick. Three of us there, hi. 2 of you and me watching myself. What's the dashboard saying on yeah, total viewer dashboard Trovo, me watching. Twitch viewer 1. Very busy, attention reserved over there on Twitch, and real quiet over here on YouTube. But it's really questionable. Hey, Femi Joe on the kick, thanks for follow, really appreciate it, great to have you here. Learning mode on here is on. Learning the game dev, Godot, day 8, got real comfortable. I mean myself with using the engine. Done few tutorials and lessons over there, very useful. And I can mute this audio from Kick. I get confused when I hear myself. Get me the studio overview. There you go. And let's censor this cigarette. Put the pixel art OBS filter on like this. I'm smoking, maybe not, maybe I'm smoking. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. How are you all doing? What's going on over there at Hughes? Greetings from here, from North Central Mediterranean, Dalmatia. Getting chilly here. North winds. Chill nights. Getting cozy learning. And everybody's going from Kick also. Great. Refresh that. Session info off. Session info on. And 2. Somebody came back. Oh. Or you're old. Or you didn't leave in it. You never know. Can you trust these dashboards? Are they just advertising to themselves? So I guess there you see, here you see the chats. And 7 minutes in stream did the preliminary tests, checkups, all looks fine. Hit stream marker, switch to the host scene. It's me. I'm already ready. I'm your host who loves you the most, even you. And here goes the script. I almost blurred it, memorized it all, but anyway, it looks more kind of efficient when I hold the paper in front of me. Maybe even like this. Hey. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a live recording session and rehearsal for live performance from Studio Lab at Doga. That's my place. Then the working title is A Growing Cancer Production, or League for Cancer. That's my second name, Eddy Cancer. And this time, edutainment. But we'll see who'll be laughing. The working title, suggested title is Knowledge Gift That Keeps on Giving. So let's grow, let's learn. Also, I'm introducing, suggesting also the working title ideas like adequate gaming, restricted gaming, or moderated gaming, moderate gaming, something like that. Not too much, yeah. So it doesn't get out of hand. Anyway, these streams go for a few hours, more than couple hours, and if you watch the recording, you can jump at the end, check the recap, about 8-10 minutes, depends on the stream content value brought in, and then you can see refer to the rest. If you find any topic of interest, jump into the recording until I eventually create shorter format episodes before they get deleted from I lost one follower from Kick. You'll be back. I know you'll be back. You'll miss me. I guess when I put glasses, he hit unfollow. Well, he's lost. He's lost. That's the intro. Now to the meat. Let's go here. This is the stuff. Or maybe even this thing here. That's my landing page. Living canvas. My own website. I have a few more specialized websites under the same umbrella. The main Studio Lab at Eddy blog site, the art collectibles, localized in creation, and my, in this period, top contributor. And here we have the articles like a blog version of the main website. And also recently I've started cataloging my videos, restricting VODs to be viewable only in the website. If you wanna reach out, just jump over here and grab the contact link on the digital collectibles site. Yeah, that's where the real treasure is. Here you can grab yourselves my most recent art, works of art, masterpieces, limited edition, digital collectibles, Polygon NFTs, the Shrikes, first era of coming, manifestations, ascension, and some dirty alloy mixes. And for the Creationverse website, drafting up here the ideas, keeping notes. And I use these websites all as a living canvas. I always spruce them up now and then. It's important to know that. I suggest if you want to contact, go on the website, do yourself a favor. It's not that I ignore the platforms, but this is more personal. So in this session I want to continue. It would be then the day 8 part 2. In part 1 day 8 I've completed the getting started section in Godot documentation manual online. First 2D game. Previously I already jumped and went through the 3D game tutorial. I didn't have problems with any of the tutorials documents on the official Godot site. And I'm getting curious to go through all these sections of the actual manual. I got used to the way it's been conversed, the writing style. It's been updated to 4.3, that's what I use at the moment. I have also 3.6 Godot editor. And I'm thinking about doing not this, but this tutorial, game tutorials for version 4.x, actually major version Godot 4, from the Kids Can Code website that I found link here on the in Godot documentation under community tutorials and resources. And I think I'm ready for this type of game. I got quite comfortable with using the editor, the engine. Feels nice, cozy. I can find my way around. Iron out the kinks if I found any. I also use for visual aid, I use the Windows magnifier, so you can also see better the topic at hand, like this. See? And during the actual going through the course, I switch to this full screen scene where my portrait gets shrunk as I'm silent and pops up when I'm continuously talking. Just like this, and then like this, and back up. Just like that. So recently I started streaming to Trovo and DLive. DLive, it doesn't seem to be that complicated, very simple, efficient dashboard for live stream. But Trovo is so elaborate for the beginner, for novice over there on platform. It's still need to find my way around. And traditionally also on Kick, Twitch, YouTube. YouTube, hey, somebody could be here on YouTube. I can see you. Just getting started here. In this type of session streams, hey, there's our guy GD Doggy. Yeah, how you doing? Didn't work. Your suggestion didn't work last time. Character body 2D. I left it. I've completed with the as the tutorial suggested, area 2D body or area 2D shape, whatever, and it all worked fine. I don't blame you. I appreciate your tip, but maybe for another use case, use that. It was the thing that the signal didn't have a signal appropriate for the demonstration for the tutorial. It uses the mouse body enter signal, while area 2D has the body enter signal, something like that, shape, collision, whatever. I might just do the override manually, but hey. And see, I'll try this one. I'm quite curious if there are hiccups, if this is this tutorial is somewhat lacking in the, I don't know what. Area 2D as a child node of character 2D body. Guess that's the way to do it, huh? Uh, uh, yeah. Got you there. Got you on that. Got it. I just thought that since all the classes are like probably optimized and specialized for use case, so I'll take that idea as a guideline. But to implement, I don't know, whatever solution required, I would reach out for any solution available. But I'm kind of guessing that they've done their work optimizing the engine with those specialized classes. So I don't need to use whatever I find and then trim it, trying to put a big Christmas tree in the small cabin, like let's say that metaphorically. What am I doing? Sorry, I'll just paste there this thing and pin it for anybody else. I'm supposed to say this thing. I'm supposed to say here this thing, just for anybody else stopping by, like this. Ta-da! Dun, 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 dun. Oops, no, stop clicking. GD Doggy, what version do you use recently for, let's say, elaborate Godot projects? Is still 3.6 okay to use because of the, let's say, altogether support and the tooling around it build? Is it 4.3 too new? But it's been around now for quite a few years already. Version 4. Well, I give it a few more minutes before digging into the tutorial, and then I'll probably turn away my attention completely from chat to the tutorial. Yeah, cool, got it, got you. GD Doggy, 4.2, cool, 4.3, no big difference. Well, I was asking more with the yeah, I'm using 4.3. But let's say for an elaborate project, would one maybe be better doing itself better service using 3.6 because more tooling already available in the minor version for the previous major version 3. I guess like everywhere, it takes quite some time to update all the extensions, tools, templates to major version, newer, higher major versions. I would intentionally challenge myself, not just to make it difficult for any reason, but just to follow the logic of advancements between classes from version 3 to 4, whether it's just hardware support, newer, more optimized routines, or one would just have more choices in the ecosystem in the era of version 3. Okay, I'm ready. Well, video tutorials, I find it better, simpler to follow the at the moment text, easier to maintain focus, to keep track. It's simpler to go through the one page of text, then flick the frames of the video. One page of text, it's easier to track the progress. In video, when the word is said and you pause it, there's no info. You need to replay, rewind, replay, re-listen. What's he saying? What's he doing? Why do you do that? So on. I've tried it for a few other subjects, and it reveals often that there's something lacking in the video or in the text instructions, or vice versa. Sometimes videos reveal the actual user interface elements used. Sometimes they just, it depends on the method of editing. I'll get into that. I want to dig through the basics, get real comfortable, and then, because there are some things that are not clear right away, or haven't been clear to me right away, now I've got more comfortable. What I can do, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to be able to do, what I can do if I want to. Not just like stick to this routine. Again, I'm not formally educated, and English is not my first language, so there are some abstractions that I like to take time to sink in, like, let's say, more advanced math topics that translate in, I don't know, animation, movement, and something like that. Well, I'm ready to start with this. Wherever it takes us, it will be fun. I feel enough comfortable to go through this, but actually introduce my custom stuff. Custom, maybe. I might spend some even more time through this and do my own graphics, and bring up the audio trimming tool, even try custom sound effects. I'm trying to keep myself focused with these interesting courses, because I'll often let my attention and imagination turn loose, and my appetites, ambitions grow over my abilities. So, in the series we'll start with basics and build a classic old school space shooter. Here's a screenshot. Great. In each part of the series we'll build a piece of game. No way. Adding features and explaining the process along the way. Sure you will. I know you. I know how you work. If you find that you're struggling with the programming side of things, see these resources. Cool. Do I have the link to the next, or I keep the progress here clicking? Project setup. So project setup, the first game project will guide you through making your first. Okay, stop saying that all over on each page. While you don't need any previous experience, it's expected you've at least had a decent meal in the morning and read through the newspapers, went to the bathroom and prepared a bucket of coffee. There you'll learn about the editor interface and how to get around the Godot UI. Why start with 2D? Well, of course, where else? In a nutshell, 3D games are much more complex than 2D ones. However, many of the underlying game engine features, I've heard that phrase before. Open Godot and start a new project. You can name it anything you like. We're going with a classic shmup. And downloading the art. You know what? Why don't I spend some time doing my own art? I'm feeling like a bit... I don't want to... That can be if I start... Maybe I could just try to export some of the basic stuff. Mini pixel pack by Graph Kids. Unzip the art pack, copy it. Well, let's see first what format of assets are there, what are the resolutions, how well they scale, how they apply the transformations on them. Okay, gotcha. Debug, no debug, project, save and quit. So, create a new project. Not there, but learning, yeah, like this. Version 3, 4.3, learning, circle further, and new project. It's the slash shmip to does this like that. What's going on there in the ground of the back? What's going on here? Wait. Nice, sweet. Mini pixel pack. Do you have Excel pixel pack? In need of some high quality 2D space shooter assets, then you're in the right place. In the right place, okay. This small package includes red player ship, 3 enemy types, 4 different projectile web powers, 2 effects, items, UI elements and text assets, a simple repeatable animated space background. Cool, I like it. You can freely use this. Okay, I can freely use it. So if I click download, I don't have money. And he's not asking for money. That's cool. It's already downloaded. Thanks for giving. Thank you. Follow graphics. So if I hit follow HIO, it's HIO. Cool. Good to know. Did I close that? Downloaded? Yeah, mini pixel pack is here. Bring that over here. Where be you? Cut it, bring it all the way. Well, actually, I'll just take all these things. Squash the creeps, dodge the creeps. Blender, not at this point. Let's go. And bring them into the... here, assets, not these assets. Is it this thing? I'll just say assets. Assets. Didn't I say cut? What did I say? Well, close this. Extract. Yeah, here, yeah. Let's have a look, see what's inside. Oh, effects. What's the structure over here? Effects are, so they are sprite sheets, enemies, sprite sheet, horizontal. Okay. Circle sphere, that's the power-ups, power ship. Separate. There they are sprite sheet, ship animation sprite sheet, but boosters are separate. Booster right, booster left. There's the arsenal or the effects, but actual effects are over there. UI objects, PNG. Effects. Okay. Space BG, 2 frames. 2 frames of this. Where is this? Come on, where are you? There you are. 2 frames. Is this some animated PNG? Witchcraft. Space BG 2 frames. So even if I open it with old fireworks, I won't get the frames of animation, even if this means that this PNG is animated. Anyway, got the art downloaded. Let's create a project. I've created a project. Open it, unzip the art pack and copy it into a project by dropping the folder in the file system tab. You sure about what you're saying? I just, let's say, so I bring me the head of Prince Charming. Get over here. Get your booty on the floor. Oh, la la la. What's going over there? Cool, great. So can I follow this literally? So if I squeeze this and position this like this, so I take it and drop it here, and it's sitting there. Cool. And what happened with this? What's the operation on? So it's just copying. Cool. And it's imported. Oh, here was next. Don't click the image. Next we need to set up some project-wide settings. Open project settings and check the advanced settings toggle. Window viewport height 24320. Cool. Height 30, so it's is this vertical portrait mode? Okay. Window width override and window height override 48640. Stretch mode to canvas items. Okay, let's do it. 24320. What? These settings will ensure the game is the right size. Because we are using pixel art, the images themselves are very small and an old school resolution like 24320 is perfect. However, on a modern monitor there's a fairly small window, so the other settings let us scale up proportionally. If you have the 1080p monitor, you can make the override values 720, 960 instead. You'll also be able to resize the window when the game is running. Okay, so it's the override for 8640 stretch canvas, stretch mode canvas items. Let's go. Let's do it. Display. Okay, window viewport width 240, 360. Window mode. Okay, that's that. What was the override? Stretch mode, canvas items, aspect. We keep scale mode fractional or integer, huh? How about that? Say about that. Window width override and window height override. Display window section. Override. Initial position. Okay, mode window with full screen override, exclusive. Center primary screen, initial screen, resizable borderless, override. I'll deal with that. Oh, maybe advanced options. Okay, advanced window mode, override. So the 480, yeah. 640 480 640. So that's where it is, folks. and check advanced settings. Okay, so I can't blame them, just me. The settings value ensure that's to, so this is explaining that we are supposed to provide this way the feel of old school pixel art style. These parameters set in the rendering texture section under canvas. Texture set default texture filter near the rest. This will ensure that doesn't get filtering, blurring applied, like whatever. Keep the, just scale the damn pixels. Where is that? Where be the textures canvas? Hey, where is it? Use by mouse. Rendering textures. Filter near. Default texture repeat. The default texture repeating mode to use on canvas items. Ah. Rendering textures. Section under canvas. Cool. Default. This will ensure that it's not like this. It's like this. Click the input map tab and at the top set up the inputs we want to use in the game. In the add new action box, type the following, hitting enter after each to add it to this left, right, up, down, shoot. To assign keys to each named input, click the plus button to its right and press the key on your keyboard. When you're done, you should have something like this. So how is it here showing double mapping two set of keys? When I try, I just cleared one. It was one or the other. Space, physical, mapping, WASD, space, and for both sets of keys, space is the shooter. Now let me try. In previous project I try using both the joypad and the keyboard, but it was one or the other. Here it is. Here it is, just started. I'm in the project settings, going through the mapping the inputs. Here's the version, of course, and do you mean the previous project? Is that what you mean, GD Doggy? Or the using the canvas body 2D for that example? Let me just sort this out. Up, down. Rather, let me know how can I add two set of keys for the same action defined. How can I keep the binding, add another, bind two keys two set of keys for the same thing. No, about the previous project, it's everything worked perfectly. For the previous project, I've completed it. Completed it. Left. Right. Shoot. So I'll actually bring it up. Okay, keep binding. Okay, cool, gotcha. Let me try. Let me give it a try. So I'll go. This is up and Y. No. I think I understand. I think I understand what you say. So I add another. I just add plus one more. Yeah, cool, great. It's actually really intuitive, but one needs to give it a shot, like a leap of faith. Let's try this thing. Why would I filter it? For now I'm getting what I need. Down, cool. And I'll just plus another S. I'm defining new. Yeah. I'm defining I'm defining new project bindings here. That will be A. Right, plus D, and I could even plus and bind the joypad. So I understand now. I think I did it on another project, but I wasn't aware what I'm doing. So we got that set. And add a stream marker, and let me just show you, well, not a big deal, but at least to clear this out of the so it's Dodge the Creeps project. I did take your tip about that, and I did work on in parallel. I worked with two scenes. One was version that you suggested, play character body 2D, and I created a clone with the area 2D root node. And when I got to the point to implement a signal for a player, I had to use the body entered, and with my knowledge level I couldn't do the same thing here in the signals for the body 2D. I don't have something like that, but I guess I could just override and keep hacking it through. Well, I might just actually, I don't want to spend any more time with this at the moment. I'll keep it like it is, but I could even, following your advice, I might just actually cut short and from this scene, copy this literally and put it here as a child node and have it running. Is that right? Like paste it, just paste it here. That's the fact. But I just wanted to... Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying, to get this working with character body 2D, I might just also, from the scene where it's where the area 2D is used, I might just copy the whole build tree of nodes with area 2D, copy it and paste it inside the copy boot, and implementation complete. Just maybe tweak the script, but that's now way behind. But it's good point you have, sir. I'm guessing that character body 2D is good for the situation where I click the mouse around when you play with the mouse. So here is the resulting game. I made some custom stuff like a canvas rect, what is this? Transparent and image in the background, and put some soundtrack inside. Game over. This should work with the... Haven't I saved this? This should work with the... Oh no, it's mapped to the... This is mapped to the joypad, this version. Okay, that's why I can't work. It's a bit out of my hand to reach for the damn joypad over down there on the floor. My old grumpy bones can't bend there at this time of day anymore. So continue with this. Where we are with this, I got the mapping done, and well, I should write down somewhere that this thing is to map two set of keys. Just I'll at least hit the stream marker so I have the timestamp. So to map two sets of controls, key layouts, one can just create an action, name an action, hit plus to bind the key, and plus again to bind the key. Don't edit, don't hit the pen here, just plus add, and it will take it as served. And next is, what's next? Feel free to use other keys. Feel free to use other keys. Next steps, that takes care of setting up. Now we are ready to get started. Next section, create player controlled spaceship. Take that X, space X. We're gonna use 5 keys to control our space mission. Designing the player scene. Can we design the player scene in the restaurant? Let's make a scene in a restaurant. Dramatic space shooter scene in the restaurant. Arrange a dinner meeting in a fancy place. And bring up the topic about the classic low resolution space shooter, vertical space shooter. Okay, designing the player scene while I'm rolling it myself a tasty tobacco and trying to keep the low noise here, shuffling my pouch. And the last section we configure the player. Okay, I know what I've done. There you go. Now we are ready to start coding. Starting with the player controlled ship. Player controlled ship. Playa. Setting up the ship scene. A common part of Godot workflow is creating scenes. Wow! As discussed earlier, a scene in Godot is nothing more than a collection of nodes. Come on. In most Godot projects, each game object is configured as a scene with nodes that provide it with the desired functionality and optionally some code to customize its behavior. Choosing nodes. First step is to decide what kind of node to start with. The first node you add to the scene is called the root node. Who said that? Who said root node? A scene's root node should generally be the one that primarily defines the game object. Yeah, respect. Respectable. Then you attach child node to add additional functionality. I guess top down. So, what should our game ship be? Let's break down the requirements and look at what nodes might be useful to meet them. And I like this conversation. Like, let's see what's available and what's appropriate for the task at hand. I like that. The ship needs to move in 2D space. For this, a basic node 2D would be suffice, as that's the node that has position, rotation and other two related properties. However, it has no appearance. Display an image. Sprite 2D is the node for this, since it's also a node 2D. We'd still be able to move it around, detect getting hit. The enemies will be shooting and flying around the screen, so we'll need to know when the ship is hit. We don't have a need for solid objects. They are not going to bounce off each other, okay, or transfer momentum. So I guess there's no... Okay, that's the solid object then. Properties going into the processing, like type of solid object physics. That's good to know. That's good. Detect getting hit. We just need to know when they touch. For this, an area 2D would be perfect. It can detect touching other objects, has positional properties, but it has no appearance of its own. Looking at this list, the area 2D provides the main functionality. We can attach a sprite to display the ship image, and then we'll have everything we need. Building a scene. In the scene tab, click the plus or the other node button and add first node. Start typing area 2D. Okay, I got that one. It's in the scene tab. Click the node's name to rename it to Playa and press and save it. Displaying the ship. Okay, so I guess it's area 2D as it inherits node 2D on its own. Scene is empty. Other node. Area. Playa. I'll do it my own way. So, did it say add right away that thing sprite 2D? No, just change the name and save. Okay, let's have it saved. Playa. Don't underscore it. It was not the intention. Adding the sprite 2D ship, and from file system drag the ship 16 by 16 from the art pack and drop it in the texture property of inspector for the texture property. Texture. No, don't do that. Stop doing that. Okay, so gotcha. So child node sprite ship and mini pack playa ship texture update. What else? First thing I'll notice is that there seems to be 3 ships. The image from the art pack also includes version of the ship going to the left, right. We can use this in animation section of the inspector. Set H frames to 3. Now changing the frame property will move between 3 different versions. Leave it at 1 for now. So animation, okay, so it's in the inspector. H frames 3. Oh, horizontal frames, okay. So it will, there is the good old trick, the sprite sheet offset. Images offset in the one file. So it's by horizontal or vertical. Cool. Change frame property. Frame 1, okay. Animation. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, frame 1. Tell me more. I wanna know more. A shape of collision. You may also have noticed. I've noticed a lot of things, bro. The yellow warning triangle on the area 2D node. If you click on it, you'll see the warning. It's telling it there's no shape. You may also have noticed the yellow warning triangle on the area 2D. If you click it, you'll see the warning is telling us that the area doesn't have a shape. Okay, so not even the sprite or the area don't have that would be, they visually have shapes, we can see clearly, but we need an element that we can use programmatically to calculate the collisions, because we don't have hardware register that do that for us, like in old school shooter hardware that had hardware sprites. We are using software sprites, so we need to implement that hardware abstraction layer for maybe more contemporary, more elaborate collision detection. But even the hardware collision detection was pixel perfect. Pixel background no detection, enable pixel yeah detection. I think this will be a breeze. GD Doji. Doogie. Let's put that shape, collision shape, as a child of player. In the inspector for this node you'll see shape property that currently shows empty if you click in its box, so we put rectangle shape. Okay. I'll see a light blue, yes, adjust the size, okay. Click the shape in the shape property, expand it and fill in the size manually. Okay, or I can do it that way. So let's zoom in here. Add this child node collision. And shape rectangular shift middle mouse button or a wheel as A, hard level or easy level. Let's go medium, 1 pixel, allow 1 pixel, huh? That's like pseudo 3D, like below. Their edges are curved so they can slip below for 1 pixel. Exhaust. The ship will look much more dynamic with a little animation included in the art pack. Some okay, I know that. Noticed, I've checked it. Boosters. There are 3, one of each version of the ship, left, forward, right. To display these, select ship node and add a child animated sprite 2D node and name it Booster. In the inspector, under animation section, you'll find a property called sprite frames, which is currently empty. Click it to create new sprite frames and click the sprite frames item to open animation panel on the button. Okay, so for the sheepo, add the animated sprite 2D. Was it that? Animated sprite? Yeah, 2D sprite. And it's Booster. Booster. Is it animation? Sprite frames, empty, new sprite frames. What else? There we go. And now I do the double click default, rename it forward, then to add the animation we just click the add frames from sprite sheet button. Choose the boosters. Image, you'll see the select frames window. allowing you to choose the frames you want. Double click animation, okay, forward. Then to add the animation image, just click. This is frames. Choose the boosters. You'll see select the frames, allowing you to choose the frames you want. There are only 2 frames in this animation, okay, got it, but the grid isn't correct. Change the size values to match the image sizes. 16, 16, okay. Then click both frames to select them and click the add 2 frames button. Now that we added the 2 frames, press the play to run them. You can also toggle the autoplay on load so that the animation will start automatically. 0, 1, frame 1. It's a little slow, so change speed to 10. Add 2 more animations by clicking on animation left and right. Repeat the process. Booster forward. And doing that this way. Stretch this. Come to me, can I expand this? Yeah. Add frames from sprite sheet. Player ship. Open. So add 2 frames. Select all. Where are the 16? Where do they see 16 frames? Horizontal 4, vertical 4, size. So what's going on here? So choose the booster image, you'll see select animation, click the add frames from sprite sheet button. You'll see select frames window, allowing you to choose frames you want. Grid isn't correct. Change the size values to match the image sizes. 16, 16 size. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Size in pixels. Will the grid adapt to that? So if I say then, what's going on here? Bring me that over. 16, 16, and grid changes to that. Can I zoom in? So select all 2 frames. Is that the fact now? 2, 1. Gotcha. Okay. Well, it seems that the each frame size adjusts the grid actually, and it recalculates and gets the 2 frames. Frame duration, autoplay, where is the autoplay? FPS. Okay, it's in the viewport already. Got you that. Where's the autoplay? Animation looping. Autoplay on load, yeah. And now I got to add animation. That will be boost left. Do it. And add this thing left. Cool, select all, add 2 frames. Noise. And animation frames. 10 FPS, add more. Boost right. Ten of these. Cool down these hi-hats, the rides, and the soundtrack of the show. Right. Still it remembers the previous setup for the grid. Cool. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Do that for both. Repeat this for boosters, sprite sheets. Can cool down. The last node will need to complete the player's setup. Is a timer to control how fast the player can shoot, and the timer. Add the timer as a child of player and name it gun cooldown. Set its one-shot property to on. This means that when the timer ends, it won't automatically restart in the player's code. We'll start the timer when the player shoots, and they won't be able to shoot again until the timer runs out. Next steps. Player timer. Is it guns cool down, right? Yeah. One shot. Yeah. Let's go. Next. Coding the player. In the last section, we configured the project and downloaded the game art. Now we are ready to start coding, starting with the player controlled ship. Adding a script. Writing script and attaching them to the nodes and other projects is how you build behavior and game mechanics into your game. Our player scene needs to display the ship, defines its collision hitbox, etc. But it can't move. And nothing would happen if collided. We'll write code to add this functionality to the ship. If you follow my instructions, you will be able to complete the code project completely. And you will have enough experience to build and go and work for the India software company. There, I said it. Big India IT waiting for you. Job offerings. Check the job offerings now. Our player scene needs scene displays the ship, defines its collision shape box. Okay, can we skip the intros and jump into this? Okay, I did select the play node out script. Okay, out script. You don't need to change any of the options on the attached node script. So it's default template, create, and you'll be taken to the script. Let's look at the first line of the script, which has automatically been added. Extends area 2D. This line defines what type of object this script should be attached to. It means that the script will have access to all the functionality. That okay, your extends line should always match the type of node the script is attached to. A script on its own doesn't do much of anything. Scripts define additional functionality for whatever object they're attached to. You will never be accessing a variable in some script. You'll be accessing a property of an object, which is defined by that script. This is a very important distinction. You will never be accessing a variable in some script. Why? How come? Who told you so? A script on its own doesn't do much of anything. Scripts define additional functionality. Okay, bro, if you say so. Movement. Export speed 150, area 2D, add script, player. Default. Script. Variable, okay, no. Is it export? Speed. What, 150? No speed pickup. 150. We'll start by making the ship move around the screen. Let's start with some code that does the following. Detect what inputs the player is pressing. Move the ship in the direction of the input. 150 function process delta. So get input vector, left, right, up. Position is plus minus speed times delta, normalize. Or we get the diagonal boost, huh? We keep the cheaty diagonal boost. Okay, input get vector left, okay, all the thing. Cool, got you. Game dev Dougie, thanks for stopping out by. Great to have you here anytime, bro. Or braha. Stay safe. But I'm doing a variable input equal input.get vector. Okay, left, right, up, down. And position plus equal input times speed times delta. Okay, great. So that's position. I'm changing the position right away. That's on process. So on process we got the variable called input. Huh? What's going on? Equal input. Let's get vector. Oh yeah, down, left, down, left, right, down, left, right, down, left, right, up, Yeah, thanks a lot, code hint. Left, right, up, down. Okay, the position plus input times speed times delta. Position plus equal input input times speed times the delta that's this thing. Break down line by line. I've been breaking line by lines enough, but let's break it down. Adding export in front of a variable allows you to adjust its value in the inspector. So that's export, like expose it. It's not private. The process function is called once every frame. Will be executed every frame rendering. Input get vector. Input jet vector. Okay, input get vector checks the press state of our 4 given inputs and produces a vector pointing in that direction. Finally, we move the ship's position by adding that input vector, scaling it to the desired speed, and multiplying it by delta. That actually smooths out the animation and performance, because delta can be variable as it is the time between rendering frames, previous time to render frame, to keep the performance optimized so that faster computers don't do the game loop faster or animation appear faster than on the other, so that's the fact. Run the scene by clicking run current scene and try moving around. I'll be moving around already. Alright. Staying on the scene. This will be interesting. Staying on the scene. Prevent going outside. So I'll just hit F6 to run this scene. And there we are, but it seems that we are moving the opposite way. We are moving the opposite. Why is it inverted? I mapped the keys the wrong way. Come back. Where's this guy? Come back, come back, come back. Come back. Hey, where you go? Into the cold void. Let me double check the mapping. Up, down, S, okay, left, left, okay, right, right. So why is it upside down? This ordering doesn't, it's not get vector. Is the order here what is making this so if I press left, I'm going right. If I press so the order, are you kidding me? Is this for real? Are you telling me if it's not left? Then it will go right, and if it's first like this, it will all be inverted. Is this for real? Control Shift Alt S F6. Down going right, up going down. What's going on here? Up. Left going left, right going down, up going up, down going right, right going down, up, left and up are properly mapped. Cursor keys, why is this upside down? What's going on here? F8. I'll try first reload the project, double check it. So grab this thing, and I grabbed it and I just hit F6, right down, up, what you doing? Project, check again, down, left, left, right, right, D, D. Quiet because this is a different way from what I've been doing so far in other tutorial. How to handle the input. Get vector input. Get checks the press state for given inputs. Well, let me adjust the boosters. I'll just get the boosters image. Where is the booster? Here it is. Zoom out a little bit. Booster. Move. I'll move it a little bit like this. Ta-da! Forward. So, okay. Like this. No, no, no. Like this. And why the controls are weird. I'm curious. Input get vector times speed times delta. So left, right, up, down, left. Oh, okay. Down, right, right, down. Is this the issue? The order of this, so okay, okay. So if I put this to full screen, okay, there's no change in frames. Okay, it's all the same frame. It's not leaning one or the other side, or boosters. No boosters change, but boosters feel real cool. I like it. So for this implementation, I'll add a note for his for this input ctrl respect the exact order in get vector I'll take a short break, not going anywhere super far. Cool down a little bit this and get this thing to play. Let's check the I need to switch to this. Be right back. I found this really interesting about the input controls. Without any additional implementation, the input controls string values and getting the vectors, they get some kind of numerical value, but they are just key bindings, and we didn't implement any conversion of it. There's no translation about what key presses do, but here the get vector on the input, it does that somehow, and in a way that it is important. The order of actual strings in the get vector, how it is passed, otherwise it's flipped. And actually no, the order is important, but it doesn't respond to the okay. So the passed arguments make sense in the, let's say, okay, so it's this double set of two parameters. First two are the x-axis, and up and down are y-axis. This is important. I'm back with a question and with a mission to understand why is this implementation of get vector working the way it does, and why is it doing what it does. Very curious to find out. So if I control click on the input here, a singleton for handling inputs. The input singleton handles key presses, mouse buttons and movements. Okay. Input method, so I'm looking for I'm not looking for this, I'm looking for get vector. So method get vector. Okay, so we have negative x post. Okay, so with the so passing it the argument in this order, positive x, negative. If you take a look at this here, definition for the get vector for these arguments passed, it's a string name, which is our key, so these are preset order, negative x, positive x. So that's why it's best to give it this order, and I'll just that zone. Okay. Well, okay. I don't, since the user interface, the engine editor is interactive, and it can bring us right here to this exact class reference in documentation. If I click on the get vector, I will be brought right here. Get vector gets and it's not just a list, it's an explanation of the whole method. Gets an input vector by specifying 4 actions for the positive and negative x and y axis. This method is useful when getting vector inputs such as from joystick, directional pad, arrows, or WSD. The vector has its length limited to 1 and has circular dead zone, which is useful for using vector input as movement. By default, the dead zone is automatically calculated from the average of the action dead zones. However, you can override the dead zone to be whatever you want on the range 0 to 1. Anything else? No. So here's the thing that solves digital non-analog input for us. I changed the seat position to Indian to keep my feet warm. What can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? Does this is here? Okay, so if I run the script, if I run the scene F6, do we have a faster movement diagonally or no? It seems it doesn't appear super fast that there is this cheat diagonal speed boost, or it could be that there is one. Does this method do the normalization input? Useful getting such as vector in hand limited to one dead zone. Calculate from average dead zone. Doesn't say anything about normalization. Okay, dead zone float equal minus 1.0 constant. Is that the default? I had something crossed my mind about this, but can't remember what was it. Maybe to check the previous I'll open my previous project, check about the player input. How was that handled here? Because here in this example there was a normalization applied to input. Where is the player script? Where is in the player script? Where will I find player script? Ready process start on body process. Okay, this one is using action pressed. And does it this way. Any thoughts, chat? No, everything clear. So here we test each separately, and there we get a vector. I guess that this implementation for dodge creeps, we want to distinguish the exact button press, meaning the direction, because we'll trigger the animation frames. That probably I might expect that refinement also here in this, to animate the ship left and right, or it will just inspect the input for the x-axis. Is it positive or negative, or is the first one 0 greater or less than 0 and second x value greater less than 0, to check the direction. And that is the break of this, staying on the screen. One problem, a problem. Let's solve the problem. We have is that if you keep moving, you'll go off screen. We need to lock the player's position. Okay, I didn't press the stream marker. It went too far over the intermission. Player position inside the bounds of screen rectangle. Add this line at the top of the script. On ready, screen size equal get viewport rect size. The onReady here tells Godot not to set the value of screen size variable until the player node has entered the scene tree effectively. It means wait until the game starts, because there is no window to get the size of until the game is running. The next step is to clump the position within the bounds of the screen size rectangle vector 2, which is what position is, has a clump method we can use. Put this line right after setting the position. Okay, on ready, screen size get viewport direct size. I'll create a variable that will be assigned on ready signal. Is that a signal? Is that a type of a signal? So on top of this script, this is the creeps, I don't need that. I can put this down and bring me this, and on the top of this script add the code at onReady variable screen size is get is it viewport? What was it? Hey, get viewport rect. Hey, why don't you give me get viewport? What? Okay, rect size. But that's getter method. Okay, it's a method, getter method. Get, is it viewport separate or is single? Okay, viewport size a. On this line at top of the script, on ready, screen size get viewport rect size. Rect here size. Confuse yourself like that, yeah. And you bring that over here, and in the process position we can set clumping, but before for position, so we're clumping the position after the calculating it. Why not before? Position equal position clamp vector to 0. So the process function is not actually drawing anything, it just allows the place a moment to do all the calculations, and then as the function process implementation for the given scene is finished, it then does the drawing. Position clamp vector to 0 screen size. Okay, so we are saying here position is equal to a position clamp vector 2.0 comma screen size, like this. Nice. Now is that fact? Is that done? Did that fix it? Can't move, can't go out. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. F8, like this. I'm curious, would one also make the Unreal or Unity editor fit in the zoomed screen and still manage to work with it? So we've done that clumping around the screen and try to move off the edges. You'll notice that half of ship still goes off screen. This is because the ship's position is center of the sprite 2D. Since we know our ship is, we can change the clump to include 8 extra pixels. Okay, a vector instead of 0, we say vector screen size minus vector, same amount. Okay, so Okay, what we do here is clamping. Set the start clamping. For clamping, we start create an offset by 8 pixels on the first parameter passed, and the new size reduced by 8 pixels we get from the screen size reduced by same vector amount. And I could even do one other thing. If that would do anything better, I could even create a clamp vector variable. So I'll comment this and say position is equal position clamp vector 2, so it's 8.8 comma screen size reduced by vector of same size, but I'll add it here like this. Great. Nice. Matching animation to direction. Okay, so here we have the if. Now we get the input X, just as I thought previously. Now that the ship is moving, we can choose the tilted ship images when moving left or right, as well as the matching booster animation. To tell which direction we're moving, we can check the X value for the input vector of the input vector depending on whether it's positive right or negative left, or 0 not moving. We can choose the frame value of the sprite 2D and the animation of the sprite 2D. We can choose the frame value of the sprite 2D and the animation. Why would we choose the frame? Let's see. What's that? How does that go? So the F, these lines are included, but this is an image. Okay, this is not selectable text. Or is it not? Oh, it is. Okay. So this code block is new, the rest is the same. The rest didn't change, but it is as I expected. Can I zoom this more out in? Or let's say no, wait. Windows key, zoom this, and Windows key plus. Is this the proper zoom amount? Should be. So matching the animation to direction. Okay. To tell which direction we are moving, I will check the X value of input. I figured that out. We can choose the frame value of the sprite 2D and the animation of animated sprite. So I understand animation of animated sprite, but what frame? Is it frame like a viewport where to animate that? Okay, let's see. So if it's input X greater than 0, ship frame 2. Ship node boosters animation, right. Okay. Else elif left, else frame 1. Also default will be frame 1 forward, which is general default, like idle is forward. I'll take that. So if, so I can okay, ship frame 2, ship frame 0. Was that in the inspector? So if I change to scene 2D, get into here, into this, and here's the ship, here are the animation, frame 1. And booster is that frame 0, frame 1. Frame 1, frames 3, horizontal frames 1. So I guess the center one in the image will be the 1, 0 will be left, and 2 will be the right, leaning to right. And if I check this, frame 0, 2, okay, so right is 2, 0 is that, and 1 is the center one, okay, idling. And boosters, okay, so ship and ship boost, okay, everything is here, okay, gotcha. I've got you covered. No worries. So in here, I need to find out if input x, if it's greater than 0, it's going to the right. Okay. So if the right button is pressed, I say ship node, which is shippo dot animation. What do I say? Just ship frame. Okay, but it is by itself, it's the animated sprite. Okay, so I just say, hey, sprite frame equal what? 2. Yeah, clear. And for the ship booster dot animation equal right let me just double check that. That's all. So I can even copy all this, copy it, and say here elif is greater, no, so that if it's greater than, if it's less than, frame is 0, that's left, and run animation left. Amazing. And I can just then even do this, else I don't even need to do any expression evaluation. I just say frame 1 and here forward. But I will read from my animation, I will read what is it actually. And that is for click booster node and read the I need these animation labels properly. Boost left, boost forward, boost forward, boost right, boost left. Boost forward, left, right. Okay. Don't. No. No. This. So I can have this open. So I do boost like this. Say boost. That's the animation names I need. And boost like this. And I can even make sure that that's the fact. And now our ship is even doing the thing. Cool. I like it when I can understand. Where I can understand the implementation. And again, I'll repeat myself as much as it's required. It's always possible to jump inside in same place in the editor into the class reference for a given method to find out why is it implemented the way it is. I like this. Very, very informative, very good exercise. Now, it will appear in many cases that simplest thing is to implement player input and animation, but maybe more difficult and challenging is actually do programmatic animation in movement for the NPCs, non-player characters. Human player usually replaces all the thinking process in the code by using its own brain, the player, human player. But for non-player characters, we have to actually emulate and and implement the algorithm that will replace human thinking. That's cool. So that's done. This is very nice. I like this very much. We can play the scene. I did do test all that. I really like this bullet scene. So bullets will be in the next scene, but they might be instantiated. We'll create it in a separate scene for better organization, but they'll get instantiated in the player scene actually, or no, or even No. They'll be in the main scene of the game screen. They'll just receive, they'll be instantiated by the main game scene, but player node will emit a signal, fire, shoot, and the main scene will handle that. I like these exercises. Very, very pragmatical, very practical. So, to continue with this, great quest to knowledge, the amazing adventure time, quest to knowledge, learn game development, yay. You think I'm mocking? No, no, no. Even when I'm sarcastic or ironic, I'm still a curious skeptic. And everything is a joke. The joy of living is a joke. Nothing else but a joke. Until we start creating. So God's I guess the great creator is the biggest trickster, yeah? Right? Of them all, of us all, of them all, whomever. Look at the time fly. Reusable objects. Now that the player can move around the screen, our next step will be to implement shooting. Reusable objects. The player will fire many bullets during the game, but all of them will be identical. A bullet needs to do the following: appear just ahead of player, travel forward until getting off the screen, detect collision with enemies. Since all bullets will do these same things, we can save ourselves a great deal of work by designing one prototype bullet and use that as a blueprint for creating as many duplicates as we need. Godot scene system is ideal for this. Bullet scene. Create a new scene by selecting scene, new scene. Just like we did with player scene, we need to consider what nodes will need to make the bullet work. What nodes we'll need to make the bullet work. We can again use area 2D, since that will allow us to detect the bullet hitting things. This means we'll need a collision shape, add a sprite to display, and a sprite to display the image. Finally, we need a way to detect the bullet when the bullet goes off screen, so we can automatically remove it. area, bullet, sprite 2D, collision shape, visible on screen notifier. Okay, great. Very good. Area 2D, bullet, sprite, collision, visible on screen notifier. New scene. The bullet. Other node. Area. F2. Bullet. Add child node, sprite 2D, collision shape is on the bullet, collision shape 2D, and a on-screen notifier. Notify on-screen notifier 2D. Wow, visible on-screen notifier 2D. Amazing. Collision shape, bullet, sprite. Nice. Save bullet. Yep. Like it a lot. Okay, so from the asset pack folder, drop the player charged beam image to the texture. And as like the ship image, there are multiple versions here, so set the high frames to 2. Set the shape of collision to the... Okay, just like that. So sprite 2D is animation, texture is... okay, I can just charge beam, charge, player, projectile. Is it the projectiles? Player beam, charged. Player beam, charged. Charged. Okay. Drag it to here. H frames 2. How come? Okay, it's two bullets at once, so, and there are just 2 of them. Okay. Collision shape, the player has a rectangle. Collision shape, rectangle. So the bullet will have also the same collision shape here, empty. Rectangle. The scene, switch to scene, zoom in. Mouse key, zoom in. Size proportionally, I guess like this. Like this, give it a pixel, allow pixel to enter into. Go. Script. Attach a script to the bullet node and let's start with the movement. Area 2D. Speed is minus 250. Function start. Pos. Position equal pos. Okay, the start will be probably derived from the ship movement. Process delta, position y, plus equals speed time delta. Okay. So export speed minus 250, start position, position pos. Okay. So attach a script. I attach a script, create area export speed, variable speed minus 250. How come minus 250? And I'll respect this function start take pos, some form of pos, position will be equal pos position, right? Is that the fact? Yeah. But in process delta, position y, okay, vertical axis will be plus going upwards. No, it will be yeah, it's going upwards, even if it's plus, but it's negative. It results with negative because what am I doing here? Process delta, position y. Okay, we're changing position y plus equal speed speed time delta. But negative speed value will give it upward movement towards the negative values on the y-axis, vertical. What else? This should look familiar, as it's similar to player script. We're only changing the position y since the bullet should travel straight up. Now the start function we defined that will let us set the bullet starting position, since the player will move around and spawn the bullets at different locations. Connecting signals, now select the bullet node and then click the node tab. Okay, signals, switch to signals. This is a list of all the signals this node can emit. Signals are how Godot lets you know that something has happened. In this case, we can use the area entered signal to tell us whenever this bullet touches another area 2D node. Select the area entered signal and click the connect button. You can also double click. In the dialog that opens up, just click connect. We don't need to change anything there. You'll notice that you're back in the script editor looking at bullet GD, and a new function has been added. It has a green connected icon next to its name to show that a signal is connected to it. This function will be called whenever the area touches something, so let's add some code here. On area entered area, okay, we'll be using groups here. Enemies, area explode, Q3. Okay. Area entered connect, and just like that, connect to itself. Bullet will explode, so switch to screen to the view mode. select the bullet. No, collision shape. Let's see. Now select bullets node and click OK. The bullet node. Connect the bullet node. Signal. Area entered. Area entered. Double click. And that's all. One area entered. Okay, one area entered. Just telling itself this is received this message. Okay. And the message is the message received. Okay, if area is in group enemies, area explode. Okay, we exploded the group. Is that we say area explode? Okay. That's the implementing a invocation of a method ahead. It's not yet implemented. Q3. Area is in group enemies. If area dot is in group. Okay, we got here string name enemies colon. We say area explode. Explode, but this is not implemented yet. And Q3 saying release this bullet. Set it bullet free. Here we'll check if the bullet hit an enemy, more about that later, and if it did, we'll tell the enemy to explode and then delete the bullet. Do the same thing to connect the screen exited signal of the... Okay, signal for that node, Q3. Freeing Q when the bullet goes out of the screen. Nice, so here in the node, clicking on the, selecting the node visible on screen, getting its signal and connect that signal, and signal is exited, screen exited, double click it, connecting it. Very cool. And here just Q3. No, don't do that. Just Q3 like that. And the next step is, now we can go back and add shooting to the player. So the player will be shooting, but the player will just be sending signal shooting. Export variable cooldown 0.25. Export variable bullet scene, packed scene. Bullet scene, packed scene. Variable can shoot equal true. Okay. Cooldown, bullet scene, can shoot. Cooldown 05, bullet scene, packed scene. Variable can shoot equal true. Cooldown, export. variable bullet scene, packed scene, and variable can shoot is true. So the player, I need to switch to player here and go up, collapse that panel, I don't need it, go up to the top, home top, like this. Export is the variable cool down equal 0.25 and export variable bullet scene packed scene bullet scene, packed scene, and here is the variable can shoot equal true. So if I double check this, variable can shoot true, yeah. Bullet scene can shoot, yes I can. Are we all on the same page? We're following chat. And back to the here, adding to the player that we did. The two export variables let you configure them in the inspector, so you can adjust the cooldown time, set the bullet scene by clicking the property and choosing the bullet scene file. Can shoot is what programmers call a flag, a boolean variable that controls a certain condition. In this case, it determines whether the player is allowed to shoot or not. During the cooldown period, this variable will be false. So by clicking property and choosing the bullet, so inspector, you can just okay. Next, we'll add a start function similar to the one we made for the bullet. This will let us set initial values for the player as well as restricting them when the game restarts. Cool, got that. Function ready start and function start. Gun cooldown, wait time cooldown. What? Start position equal. Okay, this will position the player ship on the bottom, center bottom. Okay. Gun cooldown, wait time equal cooldown. Wait time equal cooldown. Okay, that will be 0.25. Okay. Gun cooldown, wait time, that's timer. Start. So ready start position. Vector screen size, half screen size. That's horizontal center, and that, and gun cooldown, wait time cooldown. Okay, so what I do here is, here we call start, that I'll implement then over here. Function start, passing nothing to it, saying here that position is equal vector to screen size x, half of that, and screen size minus 64. Y minus 64 pixels from below, and tell the cooldown, guns cooldown, wait time equal cooldown. Gun cooldown, wait time, cooldown screen. I got that perfectly. I think what I need to do is change to scene 2D, switch this off, and for the in the inspector for the player, get the bullet scene, which is now here empty on the in the inspector, because bullet scene, can I click it? If I click it, property bullet scene, that is in the script bullet scene, this thing. So bullet scene, click it, quick load, bullet scene, open. Okay. This places the player at the bottom center. A good place to start. This also ensures that the cooldown timer has the correct wait time. That would be the initialization procedure. The shoot function will be called whenever we press the shoot input. Function shoot. If not can shoot, return. Can shoot equal false. If not, can shoot okay, but okay, I understand. If not, so if can shoot is true, not of that is false. Go out, okay. So if the can shoot is true, and if not from that, what? Well, I understand the logic, but just trying to understand the expression evaluation. So if the first, so if the if for if not can shoot passes, or actually fails, we go in further in the function and we imply, we say now you'll shoot, so shoot no more, get the cooldown start, instantiate the bullet, get reroute add child bullet, start bullet at position of the player. So why are we doing this in the player scene? Why not in the main scene? Oh, we are just passing the, we are still get route, we are in, get, we are, okay, so So function shoot, if not can shoot, return. Variable bullet scene, instantiate, get tree root, instantiate, get tree dot root add child b. Get root add child b, get root, get tree, get root. That will be happening with the player. Get the tree dot root add child. So we are adding to the tree of this. So what's usually happening for in this situation, get tree and this kind of expressions, like in JavaScript programming or even PHP, there would be a reference this for something like a root scope, like referencing to the higher level up the hierarchy. But I'll leave that abstraction for some other time to elaborate the explanation for it. Function shoot, if not can shoot, return. Can shoot, switch to false, gun cooldown start. Okay, let's say that's the player. That will be player for us in the player scene. So on the bottom of this, go down, go I'm still not in the code. On the bottom, I'll add function shoot, pass nothing, and check if not can shoot, return. So can't shoot, go away. But if you can shoot, turn off, false, and we are shooting. So we need b equal bullet scene, instantiate like that. And what's next going on? We are instantiating, and now we need to attach this b to the get root, get tree dot root attach get root add node. Is it add node, add child, and pass it b like this. Is this that? So we shut the bullet, attach it to this root node, and let's give it position by calling the method start and pass it the position from our ship. Player ship position will be -8. That will position it a little bit ahead of the ship. So b start, call the b method start, and pass it position, wait, what? Sending the position No, don't give me that. Oh, plus vector, okay. Okay, change by this, okay. So position plus vector 0, but on y-axis 8, right? Right. I'll close this dodge creeps so it doesn't come up for no reason anymore. -8, okay, we're going up. We're moving the bullet position, offsetting the bullet position up. To elaborate this code, first thing this function does is check if player is allowed to shoot. If it isn't, return. We'll exit the function and go out of it. It will not execute after the end anything. If player is allowed to shoot, we set the flag to false and start the cooldown timer. Cooldown start. Create a new bullet and add it to the game, calling its start function to make sure it's placed in correct position just above the player ship. We can call this function when the player is pressing the key. Add this to the end of the process function after the position clump. Input is action pressed shoot, okay, in the process. And connect timeout signal of gun cooldown. Can shoot through, okay. Timeout, okay. So in the, again, double check. That's that. Call this function pressing the key, so in process we check is pressed space. So here I need to add the minus. In here, this is this on process? On process. On process, here will be position. I'll do after this, I will check if input dot action press. No, action is pressed. Is action pressed? Is action pressed? Shoot. What I do? Input action pressed shoot. Is it shoot? I call shoot. And switch to reveal the scene. I need to guns cooldown. Go to node here, signal, and connect the timeout. And in the timeout say guns are cooled down. Can shoot equal true. So if I double check this, input is action pressed shoot, can shoot true. When the cooldown ends, we can allow shooting again. Go ahead and run and press the scene by pressing the shoot action. So if when the player scene selected, I press F6 and I move and I shoot, but one thing is missing. I just shot one bullet is shot, so I did something wrong. I could check, I could have checked maybe monitor the debugger output. What's wrong here, huh? Any ideas? Signal can shoot through. So I shot one bullet and then nothing. That means that script player bullet. Well, bullet is okay. Bullet doesn't have any special here. It has a ready, which is not nothing here in the ready. No big deal. Position is delta float, position Y, start position, void Q3, process start, area entered, and for the player, ready, and what's on top, speed minus 20, cooldown all 25, bullets impact scene can shoot equal true. Function ready start, process delta. Okay, so something in the process delta. Shoot. Wait time, cooldown. Shoot. Can't shoot false. And what I didn't do here, I didn't get the timeout. I didn't get the timeout here to allow it to regenerate. No gun cooldown. So gun cooldown dot timeout. What start? What? Start gun cooldown start. Okay, gun cooldown start. Now it will work. Now I can shoot. Pew 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 pew. So if I zoom this in for your pleasure of moving. Doing, I shoot from my head. And there we go. So it's being shooting. Moving left and right. And when they exit the screen, we don't know what's going on. I like it. So like this. Why? Okay. I need just to adjust this. I hope you were being able to read as much as possible, even on the smaller screen. This went pretty well. Any issues encountered, I've solved them, or we solved them. Thank you. You're welcome. See, I'm giving you credit for nothing. You get credits for free. Just like that. And we're shooting cooldown. Do we need to explain this? We are quite, if you've been following me so far, you'll understand all of this. Notice that we added the new bullets as a child of the screen tree root get tree dot root and not to the player ship. This is important because if we made the bullets children of ship, then they would be attached to it when it moves. Hey, so what is the root? No, get tree root. As children of seen tree root. What? Well, here's the thing. So the function get tree root is called from the player scene script, but get tree is actually retrieve the scene tree, and there is one root scene of all these three scenes, even the bullet and player, because I assume that we'll have a parent scene for player, bullets, enemies, not just because well, actually to actually independently process from the event bullet events independently from player and the other, so they're not confined to the scene that's calling it, because they're fire and forget, they fly off, and shooting's no fun without something to shoot at. Okay, next step is pressing that button next. Okay, the main scene. Before we can make enemies, power-ups and other game objects, we need a place where they can all exist together with the player. In most games this would be called a level or main scene, and what we'll call it here. That's what we'll call it here. That's what we'll call it here. Start the scene with the node 2D called main and save it. Okay. Add the sprite child, name this sprite background. Okay, background with 2 frames. Nice. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. I like where this and how this feels and where it's going. How do you like your browser shooters? Mouse controlled or keyboard controlled? It seems that when it's available, the analog controls, one of which is a mouse, because it's not just is it pressed left or is it going right, it has also a velocity, because player can move a mouse faster, slower, further, closer. And that can allow for more natural movements, animations in the game. But I'm really, I'm a, say so, old school gamer, and my first exposures was analog, digital controls. It's either pressed or not. Left or right, up or down, no in between, no analog input control. So sometimes for the shooters I expect I more appreciate left and right, and allow the engine to interpolate the physics like acceleration, deceleration. But hey, let's solve this. So main scene. So I'm guessing that here, this main scene will be that root scene, get tree root that will handle, that will receive and control the bullets fly around where and to and so on. Scene, new scene, empty. 2D, give me the 2D scene or other. Wait. Start the scene with a no 2D. 2D scene. Other no 2D. I'm curious, what is with the 2D scene? What's that? I haven't used it so far. Never, ever, never. Okay, main. Call it main. Said main. And okay, sprite 2D, sprite background, 2 frames. Cool. This image has 2 frames. 64 by 64. We'd like the image to tile across the full size of screen, so start with the following setting. Under offset, set centered to off. But let's first add that sprite 2D inspector, projectile no, shift no, user interface, background no, it's user interface, items, enemies, effects, items, is it item? No, it's not item. Oh, here it is. Space background. Texture. We want it spawned. Space background, 2 frames. Under offset, set center to off. It will make image top left corner start at the origin. Region turn enabled on. And then set rect to width of 240, 360. It will stretch the image, okay. Offset center off. Region enabled. 240, 360. So offset over here. Center off. Offset offset. Okay, region enabled on. Rect to width. Change repeat to enable. Okay, texture change repeat to enable. Region enable on. Centered off. Okay, I've rect to, okay, rect 240 rectangle, so nothing. Offset region enabled and rect to what? Close, what? What? region enabled, and set rect to width 240. That's X and Y. So is that it? No, width 240, 360. That's the region. But texture repeat enabled, and that makes it feel like this. Will this be no animation over here? There will be 2 frames, right? Will be interesting to experiment with this. I like these exercises so far as I'm getting familiar reusing the specific specialized nodes. So that's the now add, that's the texture change repeat, and now add the player by selecting main and click instantiate child. Okay, so we'll also instantiate the child here. Main instantiate player open. Cool. Leave it there where it is, and now animate the background. Animating the background, we can make the scene more dynamic by animating the background. We could do so in code by changing